Okay, a fun video. Top 10 baseball nicknames in baseball history. My top 10. Now, there's a lot of nicknames for baseball players in the past, hundreds of them. I have a top 10 list. Ken Arzon here, Vista, California. It's Saturday, March 21st, 2026. First, let me just give honorable mentions because this did not make my top 10. The Big Hurt. Who's that? Do you know who it is? Actually, when you say a nickname in baseball history, if you are a baseball student and you've been watching this game for 50 or 60 years, in my case, I'm going on 60 years. I'm 71 years old. 61 years. I started when I was age 10. That was my first baseball game. Went to Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles with my dad, 10 years old. I'm 71. So that's 61 years I've been following baseball. If you're a student of the game, if you hear a nickname in baseball history, you should know who it's associated with. If I said the Big Hurt, do you know who that is? Frank Thomas. Now, this is honorable mention. He didn't make my top 10. Sorry, Frank. Some other guys that didn't make my top 10. The Rocket. Do you know who that is? Roger Clemens. He didn't make it, but honorable mention. The Beast. You know who that is? Jimmy Fox. The Kid. Now, they say Ted Williams, they call him the Kid, but he's got other nicknames. The best nickname for the Kid, or the best baseball player who was the Kid? Ken Griffey Jr. He didn't make the list, though. Sorry. Yankee Clipper. Should know that one. Come on. Joe DiMaggio, but he didn't make my list. The Professor. You know who that is? Greg Maddux didn't make my list. Big Mac. Do you know who that is? Mark McGwire didn't make my list, but honorable mention. Stretch. Willie McCovey didn't make the list. Yaz. That's easy. Yaz. Y-A-Z. Carlos Grimsky didn't make the list. Cyclone. Cy Young didn't make the list. Hit 'em where they ain't. Willie Keeler. I like that nickname. Didn't make my list. The Hammer. Hammering. Should know that one. Henry Aaron. Sorry, Henry. I like the Hammer. Didn't make my list. All right, who made my list? There's other ones. Raja. You know that one? Rogers Hornsby. Some other ones I can think of. Yogi. That's Yogi Berra. Didn't make the list. All right, who are my top 10 favorite nicknames? According to me, 61-year history student of the game of baseball. I'm going to start with number 10 and count down to number 1. See if you agree or disagree. That's okay. But to me, if I hear this nickname, I know exactly who it is. Number 10. Stan the Man. Come on, you got to know that one. Stan the Man Musial. Stan Musial. He was the man. 3,600 career hits. 331 career batting average. 6,000 plus total bases. Stan the Man. I like that nickname. Number 9. Iron Horse. Two guys that have that nickname. But who do you think of in baseball history, the Iron Horse? Lou Gehrig. Come on. He's the first one with that consecutive game streak. Cal Ripken also has Iron Horse. But I think it's more associated with Lou Gehrig. 17-year career, 2,130 straight games. Now, Ripken beat him. But Lou Gehrig was the Iron Horse. And they played in a tougher time. Sorry, Cal Ripken, you played in an easier time with air travel, nice hotels. Lou Gehrig was 1920s and 1930s. It was tougher. I don't think they had the air travel as much. I think they traveled by train a lot and buses. Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. I like that one. Number 9. Number 8. Shoeless Joe. Do you know that one? Come on, you need to know that one. Joe Jackson. Even though he got kicked out of baseball after 13 years. The scandal in the 1919 World Series White Sox. I like that nickname, Shoeless Joe. Why? He played a ball game without any shoes on in the outfield one game. I don't know if he had socks on or his bare feet. They called him Shoeless Joe from then on. What a nickname, huh? It's kind of a funny nickname, but when you hear it, you know who it is. Joe Jackson. I like that one. Okay. Who's next? Big Train. Do you know that one? Who's the Big Train in baseball history? Walter Johnson. Come on. You got to know that one. I like that one. Big Train. Number 6. Ryan Express. You know that one? Got pictures on here. Who's that? Nolan Ryan. Come on. Ryan Express. Oh, man. 5,700 plus strikeouts. Number 5. Say Hey Kid. Who's that? Say Hey Kid. You got to know it. Willie Mays. I like that nickname. Say Hey Kid. He was a good player. 3,000 hits, 660 homers. Number 4. Teddy Ballgame. Come on. Who's that? Now, they called him the Splendid Splinter, but I like Teddy Ballgame more. Ted Williams. What a player. And he missed 3 or 4 years in the military and still got over 2,600 hits, 344 career batting average, 521 homers. And he missed 3 or 4 years in the military in his prime. He would have had 700 homers. Ted Williams. Number 3. Charlie Hustle. Who's that? Pete Rose. I like that one. Pete Rose. Charlie Hustle. They say there was a game where he got a walk. instead of just casually going down the first base in a nice, easy stride, he dropped his bat and ran hard to first base. Charlie Hustle. Number 2, Georgia Peach. You got to know that one. Interesting story. My daughter, she's heard me talk about baseball when she was growing up. I would mention it here and there. And so she was at a party with her friends. I think it was a high school or college party, one of the two. And they had some quizzes going on. And one of the quiz questions was, who is the Georgia Peach? And my daughter said Ty Cobb. My daughter doesn't follow baseball as much as me, obviously, but she knew who the Georgia Peach was. I like that nickname. Ty Cobb. What a player, right? 366 career batting average. Who's the best? Who's the number one nickname of all time? All you got to say is one word. Babe. Ask anybody in baseball history. Just go up to them. Actually, ask anybody in society. Adults, maybe teenagers. Ask anybody and ask them this question. In baseball, who is the babe? I would say 99 point maybe 5% of the U.S. population in America would say Babe Ruth. I could be wrong. Maybe there's 1%, maybe 0.5%. You got to ask someone 20 years or older. Even though you could ask a 10-year-old who's gone to ball games, or maybe teenagers who generally are starting to think about things in society. Maybe you can ask some of them. But if you ask anyone 21 years or older, an adult, who has had 21 years on this earth, and you just go up to them, random anyone, women or men, adults, ask them this question. Hey, I have a question for you. In baseball, who is the babe? I would say 99.5% of at least a thinking person in society would say Babe Ruth. I don't know if I'm wrong. Is it 1% would not know that answer? I think it's 0.5% would not know that answer, because the person who does not know that answer is either one of two things: delusional, demented, or has not developed their brain enough. If you're living in society in America and you're 21 years or older, and you have gone through 21 years on this earth, and you've gone to school, and you've heard about sports, and you've heard about the game of baseball, I'm sure, hasn't 100% of society heard the term baseball? And if you ask them, who is the babe? They would say Babe Ruth. George Herman Ruth, nickname, number one all time, hands down. Babe Ruth. Who would you say number 2? Well, to me, it's Georgia Peach. Other people like the Big Train, the Rocket, the Beast, the Kid, Yankee Clipper, the Professor, Big Mac. Big Mac's a good one. Yaz, Stretch, Iron Horse, Stan the Man, Charlie Hustle. I'll go through my top 10 again. Number 10, Stan the Man, Stan Musial. Number 9, the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. Number 8, Shoeless Joe Jackson. Number 7, Big Train, Walter Johnson. Number 6, Ryan Express, Nolan Ryan. Number 5, Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays. Number 4, Teddy Ballgame, Ted Williams. Number 3, Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose. Number 2, Georgia Peach, Ty Cobb. And number 1 on my list, Babe, George Herman Ruth. Babe Ruth. What do you say? Top 10 nicknames in baseball history. Fun video. All right, the next video I want to look at. How about the top 10 baseball players in history with the most World Series titles? I'll look at it next. I'm out.